Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Hey, hi, hello. I'm back after months of working on a drawing, and if you saw the thumbnail of this video, which if you're watching you probably saw the thumbnail, the drawing is finally complete. Let me show it to you. I gotta put this down. My cat jumped on my chair as I stood up. I'll show you this new guy, this little guy Ty. Yeah, get up, get out the way. I thought this would be a good idea. I'm actually just gonna strap this on my shirt or my cap. Anyways, check this out. Can you see the whole thing? Yeah, you can. So this tortoise named Princess has taken me 3 months. You might think, well, that's not that long for a graphite drawing because graphite drawings take long. First of all, 3 months is a fucking long time to work on one drawing. Second of all, I was working on this for hours every single day for 3 months. There was like a couple days that I missed, maybe like a handful, but I have been working on this because initially I thought I could do it in 3 weeks and I misquoted the person, and yeah, 3 months later, I just completed it yesterday. I'm making a video about it now so that I can get it delivered, and honestly, forget about it. I started my art journey, I started my art journey with drawing in terms of like making original artworks and stuff for people. And obviously this is not technically like an original artwork because it's a drawing of a tortoise where I had the reference, but there's other drawings that I've done where it was graphite drawing of like my own artworks. I'd add my own stuff to it. I'd change the references around a little bit, wada. But this has really made me realize that I am done with graphite work. I was so burnt out working on this piece. I struggled to concentrate. I woke up every day just thinking like, fuck, I really just want this to end. And that was before I was even halfway through the piece. And there's a real level of like, this fucking sucks when you know you're on a project and you know that that project is going to take a very long time and the only way to get through it is to do it. And I do just want to disclaim and say I am so grateful for this work. I am so grateful that I get to get paid for doing a drawing for someone. And I know some people may watch this and think like, okay, well, all you're doing is drawing, why does that seem so bad? And it's because everything that you do that you love is going to have parts that you hate. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter how much you love it. There's going to be something along the line that is going to test you and say, do you actually want to fucking do this? And this piece did ask me that question. So some backstory, I stopped drawing graphite for a little while before this piece. I started posting a lot more content. I started painting more. I was really enjoying the art that I was making. And then I got this call, right? I was practicing a lot of gratitude and stuff. I was telling myself like, I'm so grateful for the customers that I get, for the money that I receive. And then I got a message from this client wanting this drawing, and in the momentum, in the midst of things, I was like, fuck it, I can take on a graphite drawing, like more money, more art to do and stuff. Little did I know that I had to discern between opportunity and distraction with this piece. I keep on looking down because I'm looking at it. It's sitting right here on my desk, just looking at me while I'm talking about it. This piece killed my momentum. I was on an up. I was doing well, and then I started this piece, and almost immediately I just like hit a wall with it. My original art stopped. I wasn't making content and stuff anymore. And funny enough, there was a piece of content that I made where, if you're watching this, you might have seen it as well. There was a piece of content that I made that was the first video to blow up on my account, and it took my Instagram account from 500 followers to 5,000 followers. And that was kind of crazy for me because I've never had a social media account go big, like I was one of those artists stuck in the mindset of like, oh, I'm just a couple hundred follower artist, like where do I go from here? Sometimes I was thinking that, but there was a phase where I was uploading a lot of content, and I don't think I could have had that video that blew up if I wasn't making a lot of content. But I made a video saying that graphite drawing is fucking easy, and I broke it down into really simple steps. And I don't regret making that. I don't think I was wrong. This drawing was easy, but that is the problem with it. It's not teaching anything. It's not learning anything. It's just making different graded scribbles on a page until eventually a big drawing comes out or a big picture comes out. But I'm essentially just a printer. You know, I'm essentially just copying detail for detail this tortoise, and it wasn't enjoyable, and I couldn't get into a flow state while doing it because there wasn't anything interesting about it. I wasn't being challenged. I wasn't learning new things. The biggest challenge was actually getting myself to sit down and focus long enough to do a decent bit of work while fighting the voice in my head that was saying, you need to get this done. The longer you take to focus on it, the longer it's going to take. And it was this back and forth thing of like, I'm not working on it, so I feel bad and I feel shame that I'm not working on it and not focusing. But then there's this voice telling me that I need to finish it and I need to focus, otherwise I'm going to feel bad, kind of thing, you know? And so it was just a whole mental game, but it's done. It's done. And the other side looks beautiful. I am happy with the way the piece turned out. I think it came out great. Let me try and get the reflections away. Crazy detail on it. But this video is just sort of for me to get back into the swing of things, life. You know, I feel like I put a lot of stuff on hold for this piece. But I want to make more original art. I've been sketching ideas from my head and making my own artworks, and it's been feeling really good. And I want to move away from commissions. I want to move away from drawing from a reference, at least copying directly from a reference. I don't mind using references to say like, this pose is really cool, maybe I can incorporate that into my artwork, or I like the way this person's hair looks, kind of thing. Using references to build my own artwork and my own image instead of recreating an image in pencil, if that makes sense. And if you're a pencil artist and you're watching this, I know a lot of the people who downloaded my free guide on how to draw, they downloaded it because of what I can do with pencil, and I'm so appreciative of those people who downloaded it. It's so crazy to me that there's people out there who are learning from the things that I have to teach, you know. And while I don't think, at least for a long while, I'm going to make a course on teaching, I don't want to sell information products, I don't want to be a teacher, I want to be an artist. I will share my knowledge freely. And that's what I did with that course. And I think for a while that is the most structured I'm going to be with the course. I'm not going to write an ebook on anything anytime soon. Where was I? I'm really grateful for this artwork. It taught me a lot in terms of myself and my own dedication to push through and stick on the path, even though what I was working on wasn't teaching me anything and I wasn't engaged in it. And for all those people who learned from my drawing course or are a graphite artist and enjoy it very much, you do you. If you enjoy it, keep on doing it. If you enjoy it, keep on learning from it, keep on pushing your skill. This is just for me to say that I am done with this style of art. I'm ready to move on to new things. And that's just the person that I am. I don't like to stay on the same thing for very long. I like to move. I like to try new things. I like to experiment. And I'm really excited to experiment. So if you'll spend the last couple minutes with me just wrapping this piece, I'm going to call this video. We'll get it done there. I don't know how long I've been yapping for, but I just felt like I needed to get that out. I wanted to say hello to my couple of subscribers. I did get a couple more subscribers even while I wasn't making videos. So thank you for everyone who is here. I think I have around 92, 93 subscribers now, really close to 100. Let's see if we can get it to 100. If you enjoyed the content, I make videos about me talking and stuff. And I do game as well on a separate account. I'll bring that in later. I'm not gonna bombard you with all that. Now, let's get this piece wrapped up and call it a day. Okay, so this piece is a little under A1. But what we gotta do, I might honestly, I've got like a bunch of packaging for other boxes already. I might just put this in a box that I've already made for another artwork, simply because I don't feel like cutting up more boxes right now, but we'll see. Okay, so I've got this black paper, which I really like wrapping my stuff on, but it's a little bit difficult to get the wrapping out. Busy scratching at the stuff. It's not the best wrapping. What is it sticking to? No. Look at this thing. Look at this monster. His name is Tai Lung. No. No. He is by far the naughtiest cat I've ever had. Put a little piece over there. Put a little piece. Oh my God. Put a little piece. My cat is going absolutely ballistic. Oh my goodness. No! Tai! I'm running out of masking tape. Okay. That's good enough. I don't even know if the cardboard I have is big enough to fit this. I'm gonna have to MacGyver a thing here. I'm not left-handed, so this is very difficult. Right. You ready? You ready? I definitely need a more streamlined process. And then we make like a little lid for this part. Can you even still see me? I don't know if you've been able to see me this whole time. You see, chat? And then we go spread them just a little bit. Ow, I just got a paper cut. Or a cardboard cut. It's a little bit wonky, but it works. Hey. All right, chat, we got it packaged, we got it done. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope this video was at least somewhat informative of me just rambling about my own problems with the art that I'm doing. If you liked, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Stay hydrated, keep practicing.